Swastiastu. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Please introduce myself. My name is Astini. I'm from class A1 Denpasar. And today I would like to discuss about direct and indirect speech, or we call it also reported speech. The first one, I would like to discuss about reporting clause. A reporting clause is a clause which shows that you are talking about what someone has said or taught. The first one, so there are two examples here. The first one is direct speech and the second one is indirect speech. Direct speech, the example is, I have to clean my bedroom now, she said. And then, I will go to the post office tomorrow, he replied. And then, the best way to understand is to read aloud, she explained. So, she said, he replied, and she explained here is belong to reporting clause in direct speech. What about in indirect speech? Indirect speech, there are, please pay your attention to this example. She told me that she have to clean her bedroom then. She asked me where she should go after the show. So she told me and she asked me, it's belong to reporting clause because it show what someone has said before. And then the second one is reporting verb. Reporting verb or referring verb are the word that used to report about what other person said, written, or done. There are some types of reporting verbs, sorry. The first one is verb plus to infinitive. There are some verbs here. The first one is refuse and then decided. For the example of the refuse is, we refuse to talk to terrorists. So refuse to talk is to infinitive. Okay. The second one is decide. Decided. She decided to marry him. Promise. He promised to do his best as a lecturer. Demand. I demand to know what is going on here. And then agree. He agreed to accept their proposal. Then threaten. She threatened to quit if they didn't give her a rise, but no one believed her. The last one is I hope. I hope to pass the exam. So hope to pass, it also belongs to verb plus to infinitive. And then the second one is verb plus indirect object plus to plus infinitive. There are remind here. She remind me to buy some groceries after work. And then ask. He asked me to close the gate. And beg. She begged me to call the police. And then warn. He warned me to keep the secret. And then encourage. He encouraged me to phone her. Pursued. He persuaded his friend to go back to school. And then advised. He advised me to take a coat. And then argue. They argued Parliament to approve plans for their reform program. And then the third one is verb plus ing form. So there are four verbs here. The first one is Danny. He denied murdering his wife. And then number two is suggest. He suggested going to the theater. And then recommend. I recommend writing your feeling down on paper. And then admit. He admitted having stolen her money. So all of the bold center here, they need more brain, suggest going, recommend working, and admitted having is belong to verb plus ing form. And then the next one is participle plus verb plus ing. There are some verb also there. The first one is insist on. He insists on speaking to you personally. So, after insist on is also following by verb ing, which is speaking. And then think. I need to think about having a new pet. Yeah, it's also following by verb ing. And then blame somebody for. They pin the blame for rising inflation to the president. And then accuse somebody of. He was accused of stealing the money. Apologize to somebody for. He apologized to us for losing her temper. And then confess. Her husband confessed to having bad an affair. And provident. He was forbidden from marrying him. Yeah. The next one is reported clause. A reported clause is a subordinate clause that indicates what someone said or someone thought. For example, I couldn't sleep last night, he said. So the reported clause is I couldn't sleep last night, which is the one that report is this one. And then the second one, Barbara said, I didn't realize it was midnight. So I didn't realize it was midnight. It's called reported clause. And then the third one, she thought that she needed a new direction in life. So the reported clause is belong to that she needed a new direction in life because uh, that the one is reported. And then what about in indirect? I couldn't sleep last night is reported. Yeah. Okay. And then the next one is tenses. There are some change of tenses also from direct to indirect speech or reported speech. Please have a look to the example here. If you are use present simple and if you want to change it to reported clause, it's belong to past simple. And then for the present continuous, it's belong to past continuous. And then past simple will be changed to past perfect. And then past continuous will be changed to past perfect continuous. And then present perfect will be changed to past perfect. And then present perfect continuous will be changed to past perfect continuous. And then simple future will be changed to conditional. Okay, for example, if I said I work hard, so for reported speech will be he said that he worked hard. So the verb is changing from verb 1 to verb 2. And then I'm working hard will be said he said that he was working hard. I worked hard. He said that he had worked hard. And then for the past continuous, I was working hard. If you want to use it as a reported clause will be he said that he had been working hard. I have worked hard. If you want to change it to the past perfect will be he said that he had worked hard. I have been working hard. In present perfect continuous will be changed to past perfect continuous and become he had been working hard. Future simple. I will work hard. And then will be changed to conditional to he said that he will work hard. Okay, the next one is pronoun change. Pronouns also change from direct speech to reported speech. It depends on the situation when you use the pronouns. For example, I, it can be changed into she or he, and then you can be changed to I, she, he, they, or we, and then they could be changed to they or you, and then we can be changed by we and they, and then she can be changed by she and you, and then he can be changed by he and you, and then it's also it the same, yeah. And then for the my can be same, can be changed to his or her. You can be changed to my or our. And then there will be changed to their or you. And then our can be our or their. And then her can be her or your. His can be his on your or your. And then it's also the same, it's. For the object, for me, you can change it by her or him, and then you can change into me or us, and then them you can change it into them or you, and then us you can use us or change it into them, or her you can use her or you, and then him you can use him or you, and then it's also the same. For the example, the direct speech. I want to order some coffee, he said. For reported speech will be, he said that he want to order some coffee. So, I here is changed into he, okay? Here, he, and then we need to add he said at the front. The next one is our verb switch. The change of our verb in reported speech. For example, in direct speech, you say here. So in indirect speech or reported speech, you need to say there. Now, changes become then, and then today become the day, and then yesterday become the previous day, and then this become that, tomorrow become the next day, and then next week become the following week for next week, and then ago became a previous, and then tonight became a that night, and then this became those. For example, in direct speech, we say, I shall be very busy this week. So in reported speech, we say that she said she would be very busy that week. So I change it into she, and then this week change it into that week. The second one, direct speech, put the bag here. For the reported speech, you would say, he told us to put the bag there. So here is changed into there. Alright everyone, that's all my explanation about direct and indirect speech or reported speech. I provided a link here with 10 questions in it. So please fill the form and also to get better understanding. Thank you very much for your attention everyone. Hopefully you can learn something new from this video. Thank you very much. I close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om.